and perhaps you nailed it in the chat. We're going to be taking a look at, well, I guess the pistol round. Let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. We got the DHL drop, and we might as well drop the ball right here and jump us into a game.
Yeah, we don't have game stats, so I've got it.
All right, I'll do the CTs.
All right.
Oh, that's so wet. The USPs aren't that wet, Harry.
Oh, it's always bad.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Almost like we have standards over here for our audio. Wow, what a slaughter. So Nemiga picked Mirage in this series coming into
That's how the USP sounds.
Far too wet, far too much.
Oh, but how do you do that with the MP5 SD?
Filth.
I think that's kind of close enough.
You go. You can make noises with your mouth.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know.
I know, man. The world's really your oyster there. Yeah. No one's like limiting you.
It's whatever you want to tickle your
oysters
fancy.
make?
Oysters. Now, clams, I mean, I don't know.
Oysterizing. How was the play looks to be on the cards, but Hobbit, there it is. Down underneath the palace.
Look at him
go. In with a triple. Hobbit clearly inspired by MP5 marksman Davey.
Yeah.
Of course, from
one of the best in the game.
It really is like an MP5 god. You know, we mean about Davey a lot, but if there's one thing he's convinced me on, it's the MP5 SD.
I thought we were being fully serious.
Well, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, Davey's a nice guy to meme with.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not a meme.
Well.
Yeah, he memes well and he memes hard. And for that, you got to respect him.
And meanwhile, there will be a third round of play going on here.
No way.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty
Hang on, wait, it
crazy.
didn't end at this at 2?
Yeah, well.
But look, it's a 2-0. The series is done.
That's kind of what it looked like, kind of what it smelled like. But for Gambit, they're going to be keeping some of those weapons. Meanwhile, they're going to be met with the stiff resistance of AKs. They boost Snaffany up into the window room.
How stiff is your resistance, Trace?
I was hoping you'd ask how stiff my AK was.
That too. Well,
no answers for you, young man.
Slimy is the oysterization, but
why are we
Oysterization,
talking about
what is
weird
that?
things,
yeah,
man?
let's get back.
You guys just talk about the
do your
game
jobs,
man. Box
Keep going!
Over here in the connector, and MDS naded down here in middle. They're trying to creep into this A site, but I know a guy who might have something to say about that, and Hobbit will certainly do that. He's dropped the bomb, a lot of damage onto MDS. Not the kill, but this UM is ugly. It's ugly. Snaffany gonna try and push through the smoke, but Geo, no, he does turn away. Oh, the timing couldn't be worse. MDS is 3 health as well from where Hobbit was just ruthless to him. And it's Lollipop, the only man with full HP, stood in the middle of the site right now, but this bomb can't cross. Oh dear. We need someone to step up, and it's got to be kind of here and now. No real doubt about it.
Ooh.
Lollipop peaked by the MP9.
He made it through.
MDS has caught a timing into window, but that's not really going to help with Shiro holding. If he gets this kill, maybe there's a chance, but he doesn't get the kill, and so there is no chance. That's how that works. Gambit, 3-0. They win that first rifle round in the head-to-head. And that's problematic because now, you know, you're staring down the barrel of a partial buy that's probably going to give 4 over to Gambit. And going 0-4 down is not how you want to start your map pick. Take it from me. Every time I play Mirage, I go like 0-10 down, and then I quit because this map is horrible.
Wow.
Only to play. I actually do like it at the pro level.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot that happens here in terms of like setups, and there's a lot you can do in terms of like trying to fake rotation. So it's interesting there. But playing it yourself, my God, think of something better to do.
Yeah.
Hobbit back in the site, helped out by Shiro. And while the Deagle does get 1, this AWP is just doing damage all across the board. Geo naded out of the round, and it's all left onto Lollipop.
There was actually a tweet out yesterday, Harry. I'm going to find it because you did retweet it, and it had like
Mirage, most played map.
yeah, it had popular maps and like how many players are playing. 100,000 people playing Mirage at the time the screenshot was taken. That's 28% of the player base. 97,000 playing Dust 2, 46 playing Inferno, Overpass at 13,
So
and Cash.
what you're saying is if CSGO was dying, we could afford to lose like 50% of the player base as long as it's that side of it.
Or the Mirage and Dust
hopefully,
players.
yeah, hopefully it's all
Well, they just
good.
kind of branch off into their own game, and then, you know, before you know it.
I'm just telling, by the way, you know, stay winning, whatever you're playing. It doesn't even have to be CS, but CS is a great game.
I'm surprised at the casual community in CS, like how big it is. Like every now and then, every 3 years, I jump into a casual game, like 10v10, and damn, dude, like people, it's an awful experience. I'll say that much. Like I'm much prefer 5-on-5, but like there's a lot of people playing. There's a lot of crazy people out there. So yeah, not everyone wants to win. Some just like playing. Right now, Nemiga, they're not enjoying playing. They want to win, but they're down 0-4. And as Harry said, not the place you want to be. How's 0-5? Even worse? Probably.
That is how numbers work, yeah. Hobbit's got the auto shotgun, and that's a pretty baller move.
Big push.
Nafany rushing mid as well, trying to get stuck in now. Nemiga are holding, but that flash is very, very good, and they call for the peek back from MDS, who does at least turn around and get the trade. There's more players aggressing. Oh, all right, missed shot from Speedak. The nade gonna do good damage. And MDS now, the walking wounded. Nemiga into a 4-on-4. And they haven't even really left T-spawn yet. Look at what territory they've got. They've got next to nothing. Lollipop is having to sneak his way through Palace, and he's sweating as he does so the entire time.
Hello. Players on Nemiga's side as they group up outside A. This flank for Gio has to net a lot. Gambit have gambled inside of the B-bomb site with 2. Does still leave Hobbit in a great position with his shotgun, but doesn't want to swing too wide on the ramp cross. Got a player coming from above as well. Not really covered by Axel. He's checking everything on a timing. He's got to worry about window, con, you name it. The molly burns out Hobbit. Speedak does react in time eventually. Smoke on the site for Axel. He's going to come up on top of the stairs. Here's the flank for Gio, but it's not activated yet. Shiro's even got the orb for support, but this is it. Now they're waiting on Gio to get something done. 29 seconds, and he's got a strike now. There it is. Shiro smoked off 2. Nemiga can plant, but Inters is here. Oh, there's one. Tries to double down. Lollipop covers the plant, and that forces the save.
You thought that was going to be enough. Having a man back in the site, and Inters, just a bit of a shame that there's that double Palace setup, and he's not able to deny the bomb plant. Shiro saving the orb. That's his story in this round. 5-0 currently, so his money's golden, as is the rest of Gambit's. Nemiga finally arriving with a round, but only keeping 2 players alive means that they don't actually make money on the back of this one. Lollipop and Speedak likely going to have to drop AKs over. At least if you want utility behind your entire team. And not having to play Galil, which I think is a pretty convincing case. Well, now on to 4 is... on to 1 is Nemiga, trailing the 4 of Gambit. And once again, are we going to get Nafany trying the mid-aggression? He actually got hit by the molly trying to get through the connector. That delays him getting in. Hobbit wins his fight down here at ramp, and immediately we're into a 5-on-4. Not the start Nemiga wanted, but they've been able to claw these rounds back before. That was how they got that first round on the board anyway. Ox once again up into the connector. Has a lot of teammates behind him, but in come Gambit. Looking like they want to take a peek. They will trade for Hobbit. They keep the advantage, but only for a moment. And now holding the re-aggression was Speedak. Shiro offering up a bit of a Speedak classic. And Gio moving in through the apartments, hoping to fake a rotation over towards this B site with the molly. And Gambit, they'll decide to be split 1-1. Leaving Shiro at A, leaving Inters at B. Now, if one of these players like pops off and gets a kill, maybe even does some damage onto a second, who knows? Maybe they get them both. Then this'll look great. But if what ends up happening is Inters just dies, that's a save for Gambit, straight up. You know, you can't really justify going for it, because Shiro's got money, and he'd be able to drop 2 M4s or purchase himself up an orb, and that would enable a buy for Gambit. So he needs to get one here. If they want to even attempt this round, if they want to even have a chance in it, he hears the footsteps. He knows Shiro should be rotating. Shiro, your teammate needs you. And there's the death of Inters, and with it, likely the round. I'm now down for Nemiga, and Shiro's just holding. So yeah, he'll be saving here. Just having to get out of there. Grabs the Zorb that he left over at Firebox. Nemiga in with a second round. A bit weird, because they heard the footsteps, right? And, you know, maybe it could have been a fake, but I really doubt that Nemiga are pulling out a 20 seconds left on the clock, split 1-1 between A and B. You know, that's like really overbraining a situation.
He was just saving the op for later, man. You know? And he will. He will be taken to that next round. Gambit off to that rip-roaring start, but Nemiga bounced back. Now the big questions are, Shiro, can you keep it up? Mid-control here from the side of Nemiga. No one there to pressure it. No one even there to even say anything about it. Shiro's able to op over to smoke. And with this little bit of a push on A ramp, they're going to get some intel. What they don't know is that in the Palace, it's going to be Lollipop. And this could very well end up being an A split. Now that bomb being down way back towards TV room does make it a little dicey.
No, when has leaving the bomb in T-spawn ever hurt Nemiga? I want you to name me even one scenario where this has been a... Oh, it's happened twice. Ah, of course. But Hobbit never actually sees the bomb. That peek from Lollipop secures T-spawn and stops Hobbit's aggression. I don't think he saw it. I think it was a little too deep, like around the corner. And yeah, I don't think he did. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Now, they have the forward info, at least, and Nemiga are having to waste precious time clearing out T-spawn, which is just time wasted. Oh, if they deal with Hobbit, suddenly it's not. He'll just get out of there, because he's got the info that he's just seen them with the bomb in T-spawn. And that actually might work against Gambit here. Nemiga are going back B-ward, and Axel was about to rotate away. Now, does he just stay true to where he was originally stacked here inside of the B site? If he does, they'll get rewarded for it. Intez, jump peeking. Axel, here, and ready to go. However, go he shall from the catwalk. They deal with MDS, they drop the bomb. Now the rotates are coming through. Shiro trying to throw some support in flashbangs, does get caught. That's Geo falling, and with it, the round gone. Nemiga not in with a chance. The bomb dropped at B. There was 6 seconds as Geo realized, and it just looked like maybe someone told him a little bit late how little time there was.
A good call for Gambit not to over-rotate once they saw that bomb coming their way, right? Obviously, a good amount of experience in Hobbit's pocket, so not wanting Gambit to make that mistake with low time. And still, another buy. Nemiga's money coming to a close. Scouts out instead of the AWP, and we do still have one for Shiro, who's 7-0. He was 11-11 last map. He held his own, but didn't really do anything crazy. Well, this time, he's yet to die. Nathany, trying to get his trade as a player in Palace. Getting spam, miss spray. Ah, Lollipop, finally doing it. That got a bit worrying. But a 4-on-3 now. Nemiga up a man, and the nade falls short, so no trade onto Lollipop, who was low. Speedat coming from lower with the scout, not really the position for the gun, and they're going to try and boost up maybe. Axel backs up, misses the timing. Shiro's scared someone could be out in A. They're being very loud in con as well. That could come back to haunt them if they don't check. Geo's looking towards it though. Speedat runs right through with a scout shot, very quick. Lollipop opens up, giving Shiro his first death, and it's going to have to be a save. Not much to save though. Try and get an exit and upgrade your gun if you can, if you're Inters. But right now, Nemiga finding a third and not letting their money disappear without a fight.
Easy round for Nemiga.
Oh, Geo could give this AK over. They say microwaves are deadly, but this one especially so. Inter is up on top of it, and it ain't gonna happen. Oh, that
man.
kitchen towel is going somewhere.
Not the paper towels, man. Things are expensive. God. Big tactical timeout coming in for Gambit. Started off hot, have cooled off considerably. And at 5-3, rightfully so. Probably the right place to take that timeout so that you can readjust, refocus, moreover, recalculate what it is that you're doing wrong, especially in a CT side. 16-12 in the first map, overpass being the third.
They're forcing here. Really not a lot to play with for Gambit, so even that UMP save would have been something by the end of it, but denied. And push into lower, that's spotted. They could finish the job. Axel very low, and he's gone as well. Now, is that misinfo? Do Nemiga go, well, under's clear. It's not. Nafany's there, but it doesn't matter because A is being taken, and Hobbit is trapped, smoking the Molotov, spammed by MDS. Shiro does get himself a gun, but they're running his way. Bomb dropped, and the reload coming through. Nafany dead. Shiro could get spammed, but he fires back only to do damage. Inters in spawn, and there's an orbs already posted on him. 2 players waiting for the re-aggression, and there it comes. Another nice round on this A site for Nemiga, up to 4. Fighting back in this series, it is their pick, it is their chance. Right now, they're doing the dance.
Well, Harry, what do you see happening in this round?
Oh, what, this full USP Gambit round and the round when Nemiga are going B while everyone's A for Gambit?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be like one that's going in the history books.
Thank you. Next.
Yes. To quote, what was Ariana Grande, I think, was the one who said that.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah. You a big Ariana Grande fan?
Not particularly.
That's not a no, though. So yeah, I know. You got to admit, she's got like a few good songs in there. You know?
Would you like to maybe perhaps sing a few off the top of your head, or
sing a few?
Sing it. Top of your lungs, top of your head.
Yeah, top of your lungs.
No, I don't think that's a good idea for anyone.
You got a beautiful voice, though.
Yeah, but also I don't want to be the guy who like gets ESL cancelled because I sung
because it was so
okay. You're good. You're not that good. Okay.
And I've heard you sing Adele, so I know you got them vocal cords.
Hello.
Rolling in the deep.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, Harry, that was terrible.
So good, man.
Harry, what the?
Yeah, dude. Sorry, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. It's a whip.
Right now, it's Gambit we're looking for because 5-5, a bit of a recovery, a bit of a comeback for Nemiga after the 4-0 lead of Gambit. And more guns out. Orp on Shiro, but no armor. He's taking it in the window. This mid-control has been good for Nemiga when they want it. They can spam Shiro out, flash back in so he can peek, but sees nothing at the top of mid. Axel regressing, catches Speedak in the smoke. Can't really see him and has to commit because that molly's pushed him forward. There's trades on A meanwhile, and Axel's not done. Finishing MDS off. Low HP is Speedak running for the bomb. Lollipop trapped, and Shiro goes ahead of the jungle smoke, but he will let him cross out. Gio coming from under, good trigger this one.
Oh dear.
2 for it as well. Late to the party, but perfectly on time for 2. And now that's where we are, 2-on-2 with Lollipop deep. He misses Nafany. Bomb is in mid.
Yeah, and Harry, I'm looking at this round, and I just don't know, man.
Oh, no. Shot at their body.
Yeah, the old double tap rules, not applicable here. This bomb down in mid on the back of Speedak and Nemiga. are looking to still commit into this A site. Both players here for Gambit, and they're even holding the rotate in through jungle. They send Lollipop in first. Now, this is why they call it the murder hole, because it's the hole where you get murdered, and it's full of it. Speedak trying to cross to B, but hits the shot. 6 on the board for Nemiga. They take the lead, and really, these AWPs have been like coming into their own on this map. I think the way that Nemiga are using it on this T side has been great. Also, Speedak's picture almost perfectly lining up with his player model there, or Box's player model. It looked like he was the one standing in this server, which is pretty cool.
And actually just got word that you can use !drop, and you will maybe get banned in Twitch chat. I don't really know.
Wow.
You can try it, though. Try your luck. I think we're giving away a date with Harry Russell as one of our first sort of giveaways here. Hugo having won the first giveaway, of course. This is the second giveaway. That's 2 times in one night for Harry.
Chat is barren and empty.
We've never seen, they're actually spamming anti-drop.
Please, no, don't drop, please.
They're actually donating skins to us.
Is that a double dink off one shot? He hit 2 people. I don't even know how that happened.
It'd be like that sometimes, Hugo.
It do, but it don't. Not for Gambit. CZ, just a bad gun, isn't it? 7-5.
You got to think about the noise that the CZ makes, right? It's like a rat, 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 rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. And there's a lot of ratting going on with that rat-a-tat-tat. You know what I mean? So, moreover, what I'm deducing too is that CZ is a bit rat-tastic.
Yeah.
And our first giveaway winner. Looks like it's going to be Tetris Love. Congratulations. Come on down, collect your prize. Harry Russell waiting at the runway for you. Tetris Love, they're going to stack you up, Harry.
Who doesn't love Tetris? Is on this A site. Nemiga are walking right to it. They want a bit of Tetris Love right now.
That links up. Tetris Love from Nemiga as they try and set up towards A. Like you say, Hugo.
Yeah, I could say it.
Lollipop. Oh, man, this is a guy who loves Tetris. Look at him. He's out there on these Tetris streets, piecing it together, doing what he can.
He walks alone, but not really. Look at him leading the charge over the top.
A is conceded. Gambit have been having trouble in these mid rounds where they lose the A control and the bomb gets planted. But this time, Nathani in the smoke stalls the plant out. He will be traded. Double CT setup. Can Gambit get out into the action? That's a palace smoke from CT spawn. They got all the lineups. Inters, big brain. But how will the aim be on Gambit as MDS is pushed close? He gets spammed as well. Lollipop drop of the orb. And the double orb and the retake. We say it's not really that good, but right now it could be saving them. Long wrap for Box going through middle. This might take Gambit time to figure it out. And they don't have a smoke for the bomb. Oh no, if no one's watching it, if they're all scoped in on ramp, this could be Box's round right here.
They tapped.
Right now, they're not sticking.
Come on, get on it.
Look at it. Look at me.
Oh, no.
Here's the bomb getting defused, and Box has got them off it. Oh no, it's a calamity, it's a catastrophe, and Inters needs the shot. He has it. Gambit do win the round, but that got very scary.
Not even close. That was not even remotely close, even in the remotest of senses of closeness.
As far away as that rap was.
The rat was always there. Harry, what's your take on how that round panned out at the end?
It's very, very awkward, right? And you understand why it happens. You're so paranoid that you're going to get peeked from, like, you know, jungle or mid or ramp or palace. You know, like, this guy could be anywhere. And so everyone's so busy looking for him that mid-rap is given time to breathe and time to come into its own. Luckily enough, Gambit get back on top of things. Shiro showing up with the orb. Removing MDS early. Lollipop has been a real force to be reckoned with over at this A site. And I think the round that they deal with him, finally, will be one that Gambit are able to take pretty cleanly. He has been the guy to open up so many of these rounds. Speedak as well, I think, is worth keeping an eye on. He's been playing like a very, very aggro, but like trading AWP is almost how I describe it. He's not the guy making the first contact, but he gets on angles the moment his entries have tried to come in from these these entry-in players. Doesn't matter if everyone else dies. And so that's always something to bear in mind.
I think Hobbit jump spot box from spawn because as soon as he stopped jumping, he was looking at stairs. He called the Shiro over, picks him with the orb. It's a desperate beat play. Lollipop, he's been seen at A, but there's still 2 here inside of the site. Axel with first contact domed immediately. Are they ready for the orb in the same spot, though? Probably not. Inter's dropping the bomb. One more, but can't find it. Speedak with that trade that you talk about, and a Lollipop a long way away. Oh, no.
Can't get much further away. Ooh. That's going to help things. Nafany falls to an AK, and now we've got ourselves in a 2-on-1. Lolly, rock that body. 113 HP.
This is Herd. They know. He dropped under. They're looking at apps now. Scared of the possibility. 15, though. He can't win it. It's a save.
Yeah, that's a done deal. Done data.
Air ground from Shiro once again. Opening kill. And even deals with the A players as well on that fake, on that lurk. Seven all. Still a chance for Nemiga to win the half. They've got the money to do so, but we know Gambit's T-sides can be terrifying at the best of times.
But these are the worst of times, Hugo.
Yeah, and 7 rounds at the worst of times, that's still pretty good.
Well, the request has come in, Harry, and your date has been set. Tetris Love says to 1v1 in Tetris.
It's got you there.
Yeah.
Someone with that name is going to be far better at Tetris than I am.
Gonna stack you up. Just like the Tetris puzzle piece.
Oh. Oof. See ya.
Now MDS does get out, and they do Shiro down lower with the D, not with the D, with the P2 rather.
Such a quick kill.
Just how it deleted him in like the first bullet. Nafany locking down ramp, and this round looking like it might elude Nemiga right at the end of the half.
Back it up.
No, he's here. The nade's raining in. My goodness, they really don't want to let him out, and with good reason. Speedag. Finally, the utility subsides. There is still more that could look to come through. There's still a Molotov on Axel, but he's not using it.
Doesn't want to give up the fact that he's about to swing. He's ready. Next shot, he's going to go wide. Or even before, why wait when you can just close the half? 8-7, Gambit up at the end of the first half. But it's not a done deal. It's Nemiga's map pick, and we expect a stellar defense from them. See if it will happen. Join us in just a second. And it's Gambit Nemiga strolling on.
We're living for the moment, now we're one with the world. I can't lose this feeling I get. My heart's in the right place, and so is my soul, yeah. I won't take no excuses for it. Love it, need it, live it. I feel like something's missing when I do not have it. I feel it in my bones, gotta find my space. These emotions on my face, taking a toll, I gotta pay it forward. I'll give it all that I can. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take no for an answer. If it don't hurt me, it makes me stronger. Yeah, what I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take it no more. I won't be there.
Well, some people get an enjoyment out of certain things, and for us, I'm not really just enjoying this one just yet. But that's only because it's so close. You can't enjoy something when it's so tense and there's not an end in sight, or an end even for that matter. Gambit on one side as we switch over. They were the ones that ruled the first map, but can they rule them all here in the second map? And perhaps a Hobbit can tell us all. Welcome back, everybody, to the Intel Extreme Masters New York 2020 Online, CIS. It's Harry and Hugo. And boy, do they have a story to share.
Oh, Lollipop is continuing this very good game. Like, his stats might not look incredible at 12-10, but he was the driving force behind a lot of these rounds for Nemiga. He started them off in a 5-on-4, now a 5-on-3. Lollipop really trying to showcase why he is so good. Left to Shiro. Ooh, but in a very, very doable round now, taking this fight versus the jungle player.
Oh, 7 bullets, he gets tapped. Nice try for Shiro, looked winnable. There's definitely a level of familiarity between these teams, and that really plays into that round there for Nemiga. You can see how passive they're playing when they lose A. They get the opening kill, they back up, and then in the window, ladder, and murder hole are CTs playing. Like, you're on the window ledge, exposed to mid, holding for the jungle push. Like, that's how ready they are for Gambit to get aggressive. They know their tendencies, they know where they want to go, and they just wait as the kills get gifted their way. Gambit stopped in the jungle, they might have had crossfires to cut down Nemiga on the retake, but instead it was left to one man who wasn't up for the job. Only 2 for Shiro, still doing damn well in this map, but Gambit giving away another pistol feels all too familiar. They did win their CT side pistol here, but that was their first in the series. 3-1 for Nemiga, despite being a map down, and 8-8 here. It's pretty damn close. Box holding lower, he's had a hard half. Farming anti-eco kills. Now that could be the way back in. And they come in his way. Nafany at the top, watched by Speedak. Box, bit of a range to deal with the lower player, but he wants to swing the top side as well when he can. The timing isn't great, though. He could get pinched. Hobbit there, dinked, and Box looking for a little bit more. Double nades. Hobbit runs away, and oh, the nades actually cover. You can't see them because of the smoke. So they smoke him. And now 4-on-4 that really should be Nemiga's anyway.
Yeah, that bomb's going to rotate all the way back through T-spawn. And Shiro does have armor here. So anything that they can put in his hands is a little bit more deadly as a result. Shiro been hiding at ramp all round, and they still don't know about him. They still don't know he's here. Lollipop has missed every timing to see him. 2 from Palace to draw the attention away. And Lollipop just sat out in the open here. While this isn't an angle you're going to be 100% expecting, oh, the fact that it's Shiro first to go in actually makes that a big problem. Nemiga, they do just mop that round up. 9 on the board for them now. And Hugo, man, I think this Gambit gaming house reminds me a bit of, like, your house. And then I was wondering, how do you know they're not in your house?
Maybe they are in your house.
My house doesn't have orange walls.
that you know
it
of.
doesn't. But maybe
they
that's
painted it.
branding,
Yeah, maybe
to like really hide it.
Branding,
It's more like
Gambit,
the way
orange, hand in hand.
Yeah, well they're orange right now, right? So there we go.
Yeah, sure.
It's like momentary specific branding.
It's like who has the colors? Dupree. Changes
with his
the color
color
of
light.
room.
Yeah.
I mean, 100 Thieves had that in the Cash App compound as well. They had some colors. But
had to bring that up, didn't you?
yeah, sorry, rubbing it in. Yeah, I don't think Gambit are in my house, but if they wanted to boot camp, they're welcome.
For a moderate fee, of course. Yeah.
Now,
Quite
hold on.
substantial.
Is that like a bed and breakfast sort of setup, or is that just sort of like a bed?
For a moderate fee, Hugo will throw in breakfast.
Moderate fee. Nice.
I'm just going to lob it, in the general direction of the kitchen.
You ever made tumble dryer eggs? They're delicious, man. You can make them en masse and on cue. It's the B play moving into Nemiga. They deal with Axile on the entry. But MDS does get traded after that. Now that flash is good. Shiro still able to find the kill regardless. Box barreling in, but he gets packed up. And Lollipop left in the 1v4. Not going to be licking his lips at the sight of this one. It might just be a save.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how Gambit approaches T-side, because if you compare what we've already seen, Nemiga had lots of very slow A splits, the mid control coming in through connector, Lollipop lurking Palace. Not really much on B. When they did go there, it was like 2-on-2s and often lost rounds. Gambit, brute force contact B play. Think about Train. That's all they did on that T side. They were just walking out B with no smokes, no flashes, no indication they were coming, and often getting back-to-back kills with no trades. And that's similar to what happens here. Gambit just stroll. They waltz out into B, and they lose one player in the process. It's an easy execute. Not even an execute. An execution of Nemiga inside of that B bomb site. And Gambit up to 9. I think we're going to see a lot more B approach for Gambit. And they're so good at trading, it's very hard to get past them. So 9-9, level-headed, level-pegging. And the money just ain't there for the CTs. First pause in the map so far, it's been going pretty well otherwise.
Yeah, of course, this whole series decides who's second in the group and who's third. Right, with both these teams already being cemented for playoffs, I don't think there's any way that Winstrike or Hellraisers could possibly catch up. And like I've said already, as we saw, I think particularly in that NA region, getting a good seed really does make all the difference. And at the same time, for teams like Furia there, it didn't make any difference. But, I think the CIS region, one thing there is that for a lot of these teams, it feels very, very 50-50 regardless of how the matchup is meant to be. Like, you can have Na'Vi taking on, like, a Sparta and have that be a competitive series, even though on paper, Na'Vi should just bang them out. I think Na'Vi even said coming into this, though, that this was going to be a bit more of a relaxed tournament for them. Ox with his scout landing the tag onto Nafany. And so early on, a bit of damage done the way of Gambit. Now that can get problematic as this round continues. How many tags can this scout get off? Just going to make life that much easier for these rifling players.
Smokes down, top con and window. Gambit moving towards short on middle. Box can't see a thing. Geo doesn't want to peek mid for the info on his own. Gonna wait for them to come his way. B split for Gambit. Another one of these. Up the catwalk, they walk. Smokes fade, and Nemiga go, wow, I don't see anything. They're not mid. But pushed up on ramp is Lollipop, confirming that, okay, A's a bit quiet. So what's your B side right now? Geo and MDS, no utility to do anything. It's about the fights. Hobbit coming in on this lurk. His kill is very important, but he's gone down to Geo. Flashed out by his teammate from the B side. They were trying to pop into B, and now they've got nothing to their name. Finally a trade. Geo is still here, and the market players have come in on rotation. Geo putting up one hell of a fight, and they might line up, but Shiro saves it with that kill. Bomb can plant. Nemiga are flanking apps, though.
Oh, the scout gone. And even though both these players are very, very low, there's still a chance for Gambit. Lollipop on this flank could be the difference maker, especially if he spots this bench player, which he hasn't done. Drops down, and Shiro gets the better of him. Spam to death. Speedak getting the 1v1 on the bomb. Nafany rotated all the way through mid, but no, he's making noise. He thinks they're sticking it, and that is such a shame. Speedak didn't know where Nafany was, and Nafany anticipating that, you know, they knew about him being short side and the bomb wasn't planted for him either way, decides to run back into the site.
Yeah, there was no kit for Nemiga there, right? So they couldn't really stick it, especially when you don't know where he was. They did see him on short earlier, but that wasn't really enough info. And yeah, Speedak closing it out. That looked like it was going to be a Nemiga round. Oh, sorry, a Gambit round once Shiro didn't get checked. But even though he makes it a 2-on-1, good trading from Nemiga, and yeah, ready for that long flank, the short to window jump, eluding Gambit just that little bit. Oh dear, through the Molotov. Nafany could barely see, and now he definitely can't. He's got to watch his teammates as the MP9 finds the first. Bit of an A setup here. Lollipop trap going to get flashed back out, and that forces Gambit back. Even smokes their Molotov, but maybe he wanted to use one on him instead, because now he's been pushed out. But with the molly down on ramp, no one can capitalize for Gambit. No one can trade, and they are actually scared of that smoke that was mollied, that someone has moved out with it. It's not the case. They're just trapped at ramp right now. They're getting flanked by Geo and top mid. This is not going to get any easier for Gambit. They need some big entry kills now onto Lollipop.
Yeah, thankfully his smoke's gone out, as you said, right? And if they don't molly under Palace. So I was going to say that could have been something that gets them in. Instead, they try and run him down, and the MP9 delivers a second and a third. Lollipop just absolutely annihilating them now. And Inters, he might be going for a 50-second save or trying to take some players to the grave with him. But this is where the wrap from Geo has got the round locked in indefinitely.
Indubitably.
Oh, Inters, he has got players on both sides. Knife out. That's it. He's gone. 11 on the board for Nemiga.
Yeah, and that's that new soundboard Hugo's been working on right there.
Yeah, Hugo does soundboard.
Wow.
I get it.
It's a good one.
That's funny. That's funny, dude.
He's not wrong.
They got me writing jokes for next week's show.
Ah, you were writing jokes for Jim Carrey all them years.
Yeah, man. I'm behind
And Adam Sandler.
And Adam Sandler. I was actually the
Makes sense.
It really does make sense, doesn't it, Hugo?
I was the success behind Pixels. I don't know if you saw that film.
You are a bit of an uncut gem, Harry.
Yeah, I wrote all these jokes in that film too. All of them.
An Uncut Jim. Is that the nickname that you've given to him, Hugo?
Isn't that the movie? I haven't actually seen it.
That's Uncut Jim. J-I-M.
No, that's G-E-M.
Oh, I thought you're... Never mind.
M.
I thought you were talking about...
Legs. Served.
Yeah, would you say legs are a dish best served hot or cold?
Like chicken legs.
You want those legs warm, right? You don't want to eat cold legs. Nothing like cold feet. Ugh. Take some iron. Figure it out. Maybe don't get married. I don't know. Maybe do. It's not my decision to make.
But what if it was? Would you guys have already tied the knot?
Talking about us two.
Oh.
Well, I guess. I mean, I thought that's what you were alluding to. Sorry. Sorry. Big round here for Nemiga. So far, it started off in Gambit's favor. What do you say, lad?
Yeah, they know about the underplayer. Or they should do. They already killed one here. With one, often comes more. Axel's very prepared. Flash to the top of mid. Geo, so blind. Great timing. Peek into mid from two, though. They do get a trade. Chiro with a bomb. Drop to the top. That has not gone well for Gambit. They've got to go back for it, but Lollipop's already pushed the perimeter. Coming out from lower is Hobbit. Now, will he know with that smoke going down? Yeah, Lollipop's going to walk into his view, and they know Speedak got this kill from window. Hobbit has got his eyes on the prize, but goodbye as Speedak gets out alive. 1-on-2 with low HP on Axile. Got the bomb, but where do they want to go with it? Speedak is reading. He is ahead of the game and going to be... He could kill Axel early, and this bomb will be late. It might even end up going under if that's the case, but Axel's holding for the push, and he does have him locked in. Nice work for Axel. Doesn't over-aggress into B and get killed. Just waits for that rotate. And a nice round, a nice read from Speedak, but not going to be enough for a 13th. 10 for Gambit, finding double digits eventually. This one's still pretty close, albeit Nemiga in first place.
Lollipop's the kind of guy we need to start getting in our ESCA pose, right? Look at him, man. He's having a great game.
I don't want to play against
every queue against Lollipop. It's going to be awesome time.
No, on our team, man, you know? Like,
he ain't playing with you.
Well, you know.
He just texted me. He's like, I ain't playing with that hairy guy. Pathetic. And then that was the only thing. I didn't say anything back. I always thought that was kind of mean.
Wait, how'd you get my number?
Yeah, that was the first question I had, but whatever, man.
Cool guy.
It's just like your opinion and stuff, dude.
Okay, bro.
Well, hop online where there's a will, there's an E-way. Or Willy Way. Hang on.
Yeah, so Willy Way.
Hi guys, Mr. Way here.
Mr. Way. Wilfred Way. My friends call me Willy.
Jim Wahey.
Jim Wahey. Oh, Speedak, man. Look at this. Look at this little grime lord up here on top of the ticket.
Grime time.
It's grime time to shine.
Oh,
Lolly's flying out the connector. They know he's there now. And Box is the man to open the round up onto Nafany, no less. Lollipop holding wrap. That is not the push you want to find yourself on. Speedak got a collateral while that was going on. And the round ended in about a second there. That's a record-breaking time from Nemiga. We've got the Guinness World Book of Records on the line.
1 on 5.
And they've said that because Shiro's still alive, it doesn't count. Got him on a technicality.
25.
Yes, a whole 20 seconds here to wait. And wait it out some more, we will. Now back to Jim being cut and uncut.
Nemiga are winning all the key money rounds, right? All the swing rounds that wreck Gambit's economy and put them back on Deegs. Nemiga have been full of them, right? So this has been pretty good on the CT side, and winning with 5 alive as well is lovely. Speedak lined up a collateral on the bench. He saw them from the connector. He couldn't get a kill. He drops off ticket, and there you go. Oh, they're both looking at Jungle, and boom, in the bag. This was weird. Interz tries to run through the smoke with his knife out. If Shiro ran with him, that would have been one thing, but Interz doesn't even commit. He pokes his fingers through the smoke,
yeah.
like, hello, and then he runs back.
Immediate regret.
Yeah, and just gets sprayed. Like, weird one, but
Weird one, that.
yeah, Gambit's A splits have looked pretty poor, honestly, on this.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so dedicated to A, right? You think about who's there. Well, Speedak's there with the AWP. He's having a great game. Box has been covering it.
Lollipop.
Helping out. Lollipop obviously goes without mention, right? Like, this guy has been absolutely beasting them, whether they've gone Palace or Ramp. He's always there, and he's always putting up multi-kills. And I think, you know, you look at Gambit, whenever they've ended B, it's been pretty successful for the most part.
Yeah, and they might have to go back to it. A bit of a broke buy, but see where they go. Defaulting towards A again. 2 in the middle, or at least under. Smoke in con. Fox going to try and fight through it. Nemiga have not been afraid of pushing the top of mid, and actually Gambit are holding for it this time around. Very passive position from Hobbit. Fox won't full send in a 5-on-5 though. Gambit bail out of the A site.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yes.
It's going to be a B crunch. It's about time. Geo and MDS trying to hold things down. They have loads of util, but Gambit have been good at contact plays here. Is that the recipe again? MDS is jump spotting. He's going to have that information. There comes the smoke. Pretty standard stuff. MDS calls for the Molotov, and it goes down without a problem. Smoke on the molly. MDS with the opener, and they're going to run right through. No one's even dropped out. They're not even looking at Geo, and he's got a great position to do damage. Bomb dropped on top of the truck, and everyone's here on the CT side. 1 kill for Shiro, but it might be all in vain at this point. They can't even get out. Hobbit on alert finds something, but there's 2 CTs still here with the AWP included. Geo could get caught, and he does. It's up to Speedak, getting smoked off. Can't do anything about that, but he can keep going aggressive. W button firmly pressed, and Gambit are ready for it, waiting inside of B for the kills to deliver themselves to Gambit.
Now, we all wanted something cool there to happen with Speedak just walking in the site all lackadaisically with an AWP, 1-on-3. Somehow there's a smoke that's got him covered from jail, but that was not on the cards. We see 11 for Gambit. And here we go. Shiro back on the AWP. It's been quite the hero, that Shiro.
Sneaky, no. One of the first times you've seen Nemiga broke on this CT side. Obviously, he's still got quite a good bit in the bank. Taking a hard eco. Gambit very much favored in these odds, but this game is looking like a 3-mapper. Gambit are finding solutions, though. This B site again being their you know, prerogative, I guess. Going back to it, and no one here this time around on the eco. Nemiga stacking A that's been so successful in these holds, even with 2, let alone 4. But already realizing the error of their ways, Gambit with a bomb plant swiftly to come through, and a 12th round found.
Oh, Hobbit might be about to rest.
Oh, you what?
You what, Harry? What?
You know.
Always some curse with you, isn't it?
Don't worry there, man. Axal's about to pop off.
No, I think it's Speedak and Lollipop. They're about to pop off.
Let's see, right? Let's see who's right on this one, Trace.
Oh, they're exiting, but
they're leaving, but Nemiga still nearby.
No,
they'll move away. There's not any time. It's not happening. All right, 12 to 13. Now this gets a lot more interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Gambit keeping 4 alive means they make a nice chunk of green on this round. That's money, because money's often green.
Yes.
All my coins are green.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
All these necklaces I keep wearing just make my neck green. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, tactical timeout for Gambit, as we all kind of suspected, as we all kind of figured would happen here. Shiro with the AWP, the one that's really kept things alive here. Not the only one, but Harry, you sit back and you look at this and you think, is it possible? Now, is there a way? Now, I'm not caring what the ancient astronaut thinks, or ancient alien astronaut theorist. There we go. Ancient alien astronaut theorist. I don't really care what they think. Are we going to overpass?
Well, you know, the ancient astronaut, he said yes, but I'm inclined to disagree with him on this one.
And I said, Mr. Armstrong, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay?
Yeah,
because he never went to the moon, right?
I'm not going to co-sign.
He punched a dude that said that once. So,
that's passion. That's a man who's walked on the moon.
That's a man who's been to a moon and is ready to a moon. Maybe not the moon, right? But
a moon. One of the many.
A studio-created moon.
No, there was no...
That's what you said.
Moon is real.
And it's made of cheese.
But ancient astronauts, of course.
Look at Gambit. They're going back to B. There's only one player here. Nemiga have not learned from their mistakes. This B site has been a problem. That anti-eco, they didn't even play it. They didn't, or on eco rather, they didn't even play it. And now they might have to save it because it's only one dude here. MDS needs one hell of a hold. Box kills the mid lurk of Hobbit. MDS trapped by the Molotov, pushed out, but no one's looking. It's a 5-on-3. Gambit still trade back in. They've got the plant, but can they really get the round?
Yeah, the odds are stacked against them now. This retake coming through, and already a man in the site that they haven't seen yet. They deal with Geo, but Box is here, not for long. He gets deleted, and we're down to a 2-on-2, but it's Speedak and Lollipop left alive. These two have given us a great game. Trying to get out through the window, but Nafany gets the better of it. Does throw away the 2v1, though.
Yeah.
Getting aggressive onto Lollipop, not the man you want to be peeking. Doesn't have a kit. He taps the bomb, and Axal with the peek. They tie it up at 13 all.
Kit was right there. Kit was on the body of his teammate by the window. He could have grabbed it.
And Axel had a Molotov too. If you really wanted to play that nerdy, all he's got to do is right-click it, drop it, and then adios, muchachos.
Yeah, full confidence for Gambit, right? Like, that's Axel. That's Nafany pushing into market after he gets a kill in a 2-on-1. And, like, yeah, sometimes it can be the undoing of your team, but when you're feeling it, when the results are there, and, yeah, when you Gambit, man, it just works sometimes. 13 all. And they break the bank again. Is it going to be another B play? That's ever since Gambit started going back to this site, they started winning. So we've had the answers. This would be the perfect time to keep Nemiga guessing, though, and do something a little more convoluted than just go through 4 in the apartments, because then you will really walk into a stack next time you do it.
Yeah, but if anything, now would be the perfect time to put that idea in the head of Nemiga, right? Like,
yeah, sure.
Rifle round coming up next. All right, let's stack B, guys. And then that's the round where Gambit switch it up. I feel like if Gambit go back to an A play up against Rifles, I think they get wrecked. Their A plays have looked pretty grisly, and Nemiga's like responses to it have been great. Lollipop aggressive, and no one's considering it, but the trade is immediate.
And the calls are there, too. You're going to see these Nemiga players get just kind of entrenched. They're going to dig it up. Some fighting positions here inside of this A site. MDS on triple, and with the player on Bauk. He's not going to be Molotov'd at all. Speedak with a speedy peek. Looks for a second. Finally, he gets shut down. Now look at this flank. This is something we've seen before, and it doesn't usually end well, except Axile thinks better of it. And now we have a 14-13 scoreline with just 2 rounds to go for Gambit.
That was the bomb on Axile as well. If he got that, it would have been so doable. But of course he checks his behind. Why wouldn't you?
Always got to check your 6.
Yeah, that old 180. Do it twice and you're back in the same place.
Yep, that's right. Make 3 lefts, and you'll be right there.
That's how you stop getting tailed, right?
Or you just go back to where you started.
Right now, Gambit up by 1. This has been one big T-side recovery here. It's looked like a Nemiga map and taking us to a 3rd, but Gambit might have other plans this evening. Axel throwing nades mid. They're going to try and push, get another big flank to get that info. And Harry, they've gone A. After all, there's only one man here. It's Lollipop. He's been a beast, though. He can't hold strong this time around. Oh, no, Gambit. The trickery, the treachery, and the A site lost. Geo even gone, and it gets worse by the second for Nemiga. 2 on 5. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Even if they try and save, Axel is here to put the knife in their back in the B-apps.
This is brutal as well. The money is gone. So this save is needed for the side of Nemiga, and they're not going to get away with it. Oh, Axel's playing the trigger discipline. Oh, so you guys tried to do this to me last round, right? Now I'll do it to you, and there it is, Axel.
So smooth.
With the double, man. He plays that so well. Gambit onto 15, and taking away both of those guns, playing the trigger discipline like that might have made all the difference, because now there's nothing. There's no warp, there's no M4. Those are distant memories in a pretty gloomy present for the side of Nemiga. Yeah. They go into this round with 2 Famises, 2 MP9s, and a Scout. Oof.
And it's those situations right there in Halls. I mean, obviously, you can reflect back and say, oh, well, this one time Snacks did it, and it was really cool. I mean, it's really cool right there. You just got to think about, you know, your heart pounding, your knees deep, your arms heavy. Harry's hair looks a little bit like spaghetti.
He's nervous, but on the surface, he does look calm and ready, and that's certainly the case for Axel. Came through dripping, Trace.
In spaghetti sauce.
Exactly, and doubled down in the apartments. No guns today, not for Nemiga, no M4s into what could be the end of this map and series as it goes. And a 2nd place for Gambit, finishing the group, looking likely. That's a great result for them if they can find it, and only 1 round standing in the way of them doing exactly that.
And so they try to take mid, knowing that the firepower just isn't going to be there for Nemiga. They're holding on to an Apps push as well, and Nemiga could give it over if they go any further than this. Ooh. Oh, Scout tag. And now MDS is looking for this kill. They nade him. That's a little bit more damage. Axel going to be given the AWP by Shiro. Okay. That's a real team player move, especially when you're top of the board on this Gambit squad.
Now, A has had issues for Gambit, but they went there last round. It was a great call. There's only 1 man there. Like said, Harry, they baited into the heavy B setup for Nemiga again. I really don't blame them. If I was Nemiga here, I'd be making the same call. It's a sad way for some of these rounds to be going down, but Gambit have been in their heads. Box not checking, and he does get a ding, but it's all too late. Hobbit with a kill. Lollipop, key smoke on ramp at 30 seconds. They wanted to go through, maybe they have to. Inter's caught with nades out the spray. Oh, he's got the pistol. He's got to chase this kill. He needs something in the round, and he doesn't check close. He thinks he's at the pillar. Inter standing strong. 1 man in A to do it all.
Speedak and MDS already here in CT. But their weaponry not looking great. That kill on Tanafany could make all the difference. A lot of these other players attacked, and Speedak and Geo, they dropped the bomb. There's 7 seconds. And where the hell is Hobbit? He's all the way down in mid. He needs to cover. And Hobbit will. The bomb plant denied by Speedak. With seconds to spare, Hobbit gets all the kills. But Nemiga find 14.
Oh my.
However, they lose everyone in the process. Everybody dies.
Why have they done that?
If he did the front triple plant, he would have won the round. That would be it. It'd be done.
Even still, look at the buy over here at Nemiga. It's not like they're coming out of that one, quote unquote, dripping.
No. The only difference is they got an M4 over a FAMAS, but yes, SpeedAct just saved their bacon. Oh my. And we go again. We run it right back. Full rifles, no AWP. Even though the money was there, Gambit are not interested. Will it be another B split? They're defaulting early, 3 in mid, 1 per site.
Yeah, deep Molotov here in the B halls. It's just enough to keep Axile out of trouble for now. Grenade lands at his feet, brings him down to 62. The rest of his team in middle. And they're hinging on a smoke here in the window. SpeedAct ready to peek. There's also a catwalk peek. And it's just not fast enough. Nafany is here. Naffers. They're everywhere. And here comes that B hit. They're going to grab the bomb a little bit late, but it's going to give them plenty of time to clear out the site. MDS tucked in and tucked away, playing a little bit of the sound cues, and the trade comes through. Hobbit, Nafany doing everything they've got to do, and it's just Lollipop in a 1-on-4 so far away.
Man, for Lollipop, he's tried so hard, he's got so far, but in the end, it might not even matter here. This 1v4 with an MP9, no kit.
Nades.
They know where he is, they know what's going on.
Oh, no.
Axile's hunting down in the bottom of mid, ready and waiting. However, does get taken out by the MP9, and now an AK.
There's just no way.
Given over to Lollipop. Surely this isn't how he gets back in. They smoke off short. He also smokes off short. Not really the intention, but he's got to go through it, and they're holding it. There's Inters locking in the 2-0 for Gambit. Just